Hey y'all, welcome back to Cosmic Soul Radio. So today I have a message and it's about never agreeing to disagree. This is something that I was writing about yesterday and I just realized, we often take on the position of agree to disagree when we don't really have to do that. We don't have to agree to disagree with anyone at any time, at any place ever. We're more so moving into a space of pure comprehension. So in order for us to build sustainable relationships, we have to be able to comprehend another person's state of mind. How is it that they think? How is it that they see the world? So when they are acting and doing and being, we are not taking things so personal because we comprehend them as individuals. All right, so the message is very simple. It's not about opposition. It's about comprehension. Because if you put yourself on opposing sides, then we're over here. And we don't have to be here and here. We could be right here together with a difference in opinion. And you don't have to disagree with the way that I think. And I don't have to disagree with the way that you think. I can simply understand it. I can comprehend it. I can see why it is that you think that way. Okay, cool. That means that you would have to be a multi-dimensional being. And that's why this channel is called Cosmic Soul Radio. Because if you are not a limitless being, if you are not someone who can see multiple timelines going on at one time in one person, yourself, then you're never going to be able to understand the multi-dimensions of other people. If you are a 1D type of person, a one-dimensional type of person, if you are a person that can only see a person as one thing, oh, he's just mean, he's just happy, he's just nice, or no, people have all different facets to them, almost like a kaleidoscope. You see all little different pieces of a person. So when we are allowing ourselves to see differences in ourselves and in each other, we have to be clear about the fact that, baby, you don't have to disagree. Why are we disagreeing? Disagree for what? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can simply comprehend. Because if it has to be groupthink, then we're not individuals. And if we have to disagree, then we can never be on the same page. And it doesn't make sense. So that is the message that I received. I don't know why this has been my go-to deck, but I'm really called to something else today. So we're going to do the Mythical Goddess Tarot. And we're going to see what comes out. Lately, I've been doing a video series on my social media platforms about surviving a dysfunctional family. And as I do that series, I really see how many people have been hurting, how many people are hiding their hurt, and it's very interesting to me. If you're interested in looking at that series, my name is Yazzmen Golden on most platforms. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out the description box below to become a client. My email address is 4cosmicsouls, F-O-R, 4cosmicsouls @gmail.com. You can email me and we can set up a reading. All the information is going to be in the description box below, including how to pay. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like this style of readings and like the video if this message resonates with you. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Already the first card out, we have the Seven of Swords, pessimism. Like I said, someone's in this space of like thinking they only have to see things as one way. It's like if someone accepts your point of view, it's almost like it's breaking their own. It's going to break them out of their own mindset. And they're not ready for that. That's why somebody is having a hard time seeing something from another perspective. We have the Strength card here. Let me get all these cards out before I even start to decipher. So we have the Seven of Swords, the Strength card, Ten of Wands, Page of Wands, Four of Swords, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups, cleansing. So you're going through a cleansing process right now. This is a process where you are slowly beginning to open up your mindset. You're slowly beginning to open your mind frame. You might have already been in that space, but now you're able to take it from just being you. Because I feel like this is a person that has been stuck in their own mind about themselves. And once you let yourself out of your mind about yourself, then you will also be able to get out of that same thinking, that same boxed in thinking about other people. Right? So you are putting forth this strength right now to see outside of the box, to see outside of what it is that you've been doing, to see outside of how it is that you've learned or how it is that you've been raised, how it is that you have developed, and that you want to change that. So we have that Ten of Wands, self-destruction here. Someone is changing the way that they have been moving throughout life because you see that you've been carrying a lot of baggage because of someone else. This is what I've been talking about in my series Surviving a Dysfunctional Family, because moving through the generations, if you really analyze the generations, you're able to see exactly what type of people you come from and where you may have gotten your stuff from. A lot of the baggage that you're carrying may be baggage from different generations that you've just been holding on to because they just placed them on you. They just gave them to you. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? And they're like, I don't know. What you're supposed to do is transmute the energy. That's why it's called self-destruction. You're supposed to transmute the energy. It is time for you to start anew. Okay? And in you starting anew, in you creating something new for yourself, you have to have patience while this thing grows, because it doesn't come quickly. It will come though, but you have to have patience. This may take you isolating yourself. It may take you really tapping into yourself, tapping into your own mind, your own intuition, so that you can follow a path that has not been walked yet. Whatever path you're being put on, and I just saw 8-8 on the clock. All right, we had our 8-8 portal this month, and 8s are all about manifestation, but that 8-8 is also abundance. So you are on the path to abundance, and you have to make sure that on this path you recognize that people haven't walked this path in a while. You might be the first in your family to do this. You might be the first in your family to walk this path, to see certain things a certain way. And I want to make sure that you understand that if you are first in your family to do this, then you are more than likely going to fail and succeed a lot. Like, you're going to have to fail, learn a lesson so you can do it again and succeed. So don't get discouraged, because you are starting something brand new, but it's going to take you to a place that you can't even imagine. With this King of Cups at the end of this, that's Chrome Resurrection. You're being guided by wisdom, by your own clairvoyance, by your own wisdom, but you're also being guided to a place that you were once before. This is so interesting. Okay. You don't know it yet, but you're being guided back to a place where you were once before. This could have been in another lifetime. This could be in another time in your family lineage where you were a certain person, you did a certain thing, you were seen as the crone, you were seen as the matriarch, the head of the family. And now that's being resurrected. And that's why you're going through this. Whatever this is that you're experiencing is going to take you through a lot of emotions so that you really understand how to go about managing your emotions, you're going to go about how you're learning how to grasp the wisdom so that you can pass it down. So you're going to have to experience a lot of different emotions so that you can know what it feels like on this journey. So when you have to walk someone else through it or guide someone else through it, you're not being oblivious to all of the emotions that come with going through this as the process is building, as the process is unfolding, as the plan is unfolding. And there's going to be people who do not agree with what you're doing. And you have to understand that because you are a limitless being, you cannot be in the same mindset as them. 11:11. You cannot be in the same mindset as them. You can't be a person that is willing to agree to disagree with somebody. No. You leave that for people that are limited in their thinking. You are not agreeing to disagree. You are listening to comprehend. That's wisdom. So we don't want to allow ourselves to be in a space where we're trying to elevate, but we're allowing all of these tiny emotions, these heavy emotions, to pull us down just because other people are not in alignment with us. You're about to elevate. That means you're going to have to let things go. That means you're going to have to move forward in a way that is different, which means you don't have the time to be doing the nitpicking. Let's get some more information here, because this is interesting to me and I didn't know what this reading was going to be about. So, look at that. Yeah. You're being initiated. We got initiation at the bottom of the deck. You're being initiated. So, you are pregnant with this new thing. So interesting. She's pregnant in this picture. You are pregnant with this new idea, this new mission, this new way of living, and it's slowly being birthed outside of you every single day. We have the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Six of Swords. Someone is very much in denial about who it is that they are, what it is that they know, and how it is that they want to move forward. You know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You're coming out as the High Priestess. So you know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You know how it is that you want to move forward, but you're in denial. Like, oh, this can't be me. And it's because of all the things that you've experienced. And it's because of the way that you've experienced them. She is surrounded by snakes. So you may be thinking, no, I'm not the wise one. I'm not the one that's supposed to be starting on this new journey. I'm not supposed to be going on this path. But actually, it is you. It is you. The reason why you're going on this new journey, the reason why you're the one that's qualified for this path is because of the fact that you are so different. You have something in you that you've learned, that you've seen, that you've experienced, that you've been able to find the power in. You've been able to transmute something into power. That's why you're laying here in all white. It's like that purity energy. But you have all of these snakes around you. These people around you, these snakes around you, they're just upset that you allow yourself to still see everything that you're doing as power. You hear that? I don't know if you hear that, but someone is cutting grass right now. Keep the grass cut because the snakes are right there on you. And you know it. Keep the grass cut. You're going to have the strength to move forward, to create something new that doesn't involve these people. We have the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, And the Five of Cups again. You're going to have to leave some people behind that you've been connecting with, that you've been enjoying. You see how we went from the Seven of Cups to the Six. Well, we actually went from the Seven of Swords to the Six of Swords. And now we're going from the Six of Cups to the Five of Cups. There's a regression. You're going to have to take a step back. Reanalyze your own intentions. Reanalyze how it is that you have been enjoying spaces with others and seeing how it's not really working. Because yeah, it came to a place where you were just enjoying space and we're having fun, but now it's like, this isn't going anywhere. If I keep doing this same thing week after week after week after week, I'm never getting anywhere. Justice, right here. This cleansing is a justice for you. Because now you're clear about the fact that you have to move on, that you have to do something else, and you're going to have to let some people go. You know who the snakes are around you, though. I'm sorry about the noise, but I don't think even if I close my window, it's going to do anything. We have the Hermit, we have Ace of Wands, and we have the Nine of Cups for this self-destruction. Listen, with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Listen, babes. You are being guided. We have the Oracle here. Oh, I can't show this card. You are being guided to a new space, to a new time, to a new place. And you have to follow your spirit. No one else has the directions. It is only you. You have the directions, and it's going to lead you to your greatest joy. You have the directions, though. Only you. This will come from your internal guides. It will come from your internal spirit. Stop looking external to you unless you're getting more information, unless you're hearing confirmation for what it is that you're doing. But the people that are not wanting you to get there, they're always going to give you conflicting information. It's like you may be looking for directions from people who you want to be able to trust, but they cannot lead you on this path because they are not supposed to go. They don't have the directions. They see who you are and they see what you're supposed to be doing, but they may not even want you to get there. So you can't trust the people that have been sitting in the same spot doing the same thing the whole time. You're gonna have to rely on yourself and trust on your own intuition so that you can get what it is that you are supposed to be manifesting. I spoke about that. 88 was the number of manifestation, also the number of abundance. With this Ace of Pentacles here and this Ace of Wands, it's like your spirit guides are trying to lead you to your gold, trying to lead you to your treasure. Everyone has a treasure. Everyone has a treasure. And in order for you to get to that, you're going to have to sacrifice something. You're going to have to sacrifice the leader that has been keeping you in that spot. That leader might be you. You might have to sacrifice your own self. Again, we're clarifying right now for the Ten of Wands, self-destruction. So it's clear that it's time for you to, I just realized, y'all, you are shedding your snake skin. The reason why I started out with that message, I'm telling you, I'm just realizing it. The reason why it says, if we're supposed to be in groupthink, then why are we individuals? It's because you have been pretending that you are one of these snakes this whole time, right? And come to find out, you're not one of the snakes at all. You were just being hidden in plain sight. It is time for you to shed your snake skin. You're not them. You're not like them. You're not like them. You were just performing in that way. It's time for you to shed this snake skin so that you can move forward and do what you are supposed to do. That's why we have Maiden Revolution here next. Let's see what it is that you are supposed to be doing. Maiden Revolution, look at that. Maiden Revolution is the Page of Wands. It's the energy of just starting out something. It's like you're just starting out on the spiritual path and you don't quite know what to do. You can only see a couple of steps ahead of you, but you are the light. You are the illuminated one. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Five of Wands, and we have Maiden Clarity, which is the Page of Swords. You are supposed to be breaking these cycles of negative self-talk and inner conflict. You may come from a whole bloodline of people that are scared to make moves, scared to do something new, scared to do something different, scared to step outside of the box. You may come from a whole bloodline of people that are scared to step outside of the box. And the only reason why you haven't stepped outside of the box is because you are surrounded by so many people that are scared to step outside of the box that you have adopted, you have been cosplaying that same fear. But no, now you're allowing yourself to be clear about what it is that you want, where it is that you're going. Be clear about your next move. You are coming into a space of clarity because you are dissolving the negative self-talk and the internal conflict about following your own passions. You're now about to nurture what it is that's already inside of you. You're now about to put the work in and nurture what it is that's already inside of you. And you're going to be successful because of it. We have Six of Wands here and we have community, Nine of Pentacles. So you allowing yourself to sacrifice the old version of you for this new version of you. You allow yourself to elevate in a way where this version of you will result in more people around you that literally want the same things that you want. So you go from being surrounded by 7 snakes to be surrounded by 9 different people, a whole group, a whole community of people. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have love, 2 of Cups. It's like you're creating a new family. You're creating a completely new life. You're creating a new world. Let's get something for this 4 of Swords. I see it. It's a lot of starting over here. We have a Tower, Initiation, and then Child Creative Spark. Child Creative Spark is actually the Page. So that Maiden of Revolution is the Wands. I mean, it's the Knight, excuse me. Message still stands. With this Purifier and this Initiation, there's a Tower moment that's going to happen where basically you expose the fact that you are moving forward and a world behind you crumbles. And it's like once you decide, yes, I'm moving forward, I'm doing this new thing, you can never go back. It's almost like that place never existed. With Child Creative Spark and Child Consciousness, you're starting something completely new. Look, and that Initiation is back and she's pregnant, like I said. And we have these 2 children here. With the 2 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the 3 of Cups. I want you to be clear about something. You're going back and forth between the physical and the spiritual, manifesting, creating, okay? So when I say going back and forth between the spiritual and the physical, what I'm saying is You get these thoughts from spirit, right? This is your internal being. And on this external plane, you are allowing these thoughts to actually enter this reality. So if you say to you get an idea of a business, of a new place that you want to live, of a home, like you might see a home and you're like, I don't know where this home is, but I know I want to move. And I don't know where I want to move to, but let me start to do some research. And you move to this place, and when you move there, you go looking for homes, and now you find that home. That's this energy. That's this energy of seeing something in your mind's eye and then bringing it into reality. You just have to understand that you have to be patient. You have to be patient in your process, because nothing happens overnight. The path that you're leading, that you're going on, that you're leading is the path of your life. So there's no rush. There's no rush. It's all about you taking your time to make sure you're doing everything right. You're building your life from scratch. And that's why it's no need to agree to disagree. Because we ain't disagreeing on nothing. I'm doing what I'm doing, you doing what you're doing. Understand that this is what I want to do. I understand that that's what you want to do. And that's it. That's it. We don't need to agree to disagree. You doing that, I'm doing this. No hard feelings, no love lost. I saw the sun wanted to show his face. Too many cards. I only want one more. Okay. You're growing into the King of Cups. This King of Cups energy, this is the most emotionally stable person in the deck. So you're going from being completely pessimistic, first card that we had out, to being the most emotional stable person in the deck. I would show you the card, but YouTube rules can't show certain photos. So we have the Eight of Pentacles again, the Death card, and the Four of Cups. You're getting an opportunity to be able to work on this. You're going to be transformed through this work, okay? This work that you're going into is going to bring more opportunities for your desires. You have to do the self-destruction part first, though. You have to commit to the path first. You have to decide, this is what I'm going to do, this is where I'm putting my energy, this is how I'm showing up, and I'm going to continuously show up like this because this is true to who I am. No matter what other people think, the High Priestess, this is true to who I am, okay? Yeah. This is true to who you are. You heard that? Once you stand in it, of this is true to who I am, all the noise stops. Nobody could take from you who you are, what you've done, the work that you've put in. All of that extra outside noise stops. And the only things that are presented to you now are things that are in alignment with who you are, and you use your discernment for that. Goddess of Healing. I use criticism only for making things better. What I said, we had the Nine of Swords, criticism come out. What I said, you're dissolving these ways of going about thinking and being and doing. You're dissolving that whole, I'm not enough, I can't do it. No. You're dissolving that inner conflict because you are healing. I use criticism only for making things better. Use this gift when you're either the giver or the recipient of criticism that is meant to tear down rather than build up. We must be truthful with ourselves and others. We cannot improve unless we are able to see what needs improvement. However, when we forget to turn off our critical faculty, we become someone who is neither happy nor fun to be with. Goddess of prosperity, I have all that I need to get what I want. Because I know it's going to be somebody that says that they're not ready to make this move, they're not ready to do this thing because they need $10,000. I think that's people's favorite thing to say when they tell me they want to move, is that they need $10,000. But you have to recognize you have all that you need to get started right now. You really just need yourself. Use this gift when you believe you lack time, money, intelligence, education, connections, looks, love, strength, prestige, power, luck, support, courage, patience, or any other resources you need to accomplish your goal. Believe instead that the power of affirmations and positive thinking can help you as much of all of these things combined. Positive thinking, you have to get out of this box. Last card. And we needed to hear that. Community. I open myself up to help and assist from those in my community. Bottom of the deck, give yourself some grace. You are on a new path. You're about to be doing a new thing. This is a new era for you. We are stepping into a new world, into the new timeline. And you are the creator. You are the author of your new timeline. You are the creator of it. Allow yourself to follow your inner spirit of knowing what it is that you want and accepting that that means that you're going to have to move away from what it is that you don't want, which also means moving away from people that you don't want, which means that you have to be open to new people. Last card. I open myself up to help and assist from those in my community. The people in your community are the people that you have a common ground with. Common. That's why this whole agreeing to disagree don't make sense. You're here to comprehend what someone is actually wanting to do. You're not here to disagree with them about what they want to do. You're here to comprehend. Oh, that's what you're on. Great. That's not what I'm on. Let me go. That's it. That's it. That is the reading. Thank y'all for being here. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check the information in the description box below. And if this resonated for you, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one.